this is Peter Moriarty from itGenius, and today I'd like to show you how to configure Google Apps Outlook connector for your Outlook on your computer. So if we first download the Synchronization tool, if we just open up Internet Explorer here, and we'll search for the tool. So if we just search for Google Apps Outlook Sync, the tool will come up. Here we go, Google Apps Sync for Microsoft Outlook. And we can hit the download button and start that downloading. Now it will automatically download the right version for your version of Windows, which is nice and easy. And if you've got a latest version of Internet Explorer, it will actually go ahead and install it straight away for you, which it's done for me. So I'm just going to close out of these windows now and minimize them. Okay, so now we're ready to set up the sync connector. If for any reason this window gets closed or the installer is closed or you restart your computer, we can always go to our Start menu, All Programs, and then Google Apps Sync. And you can see here we can actually set up a Google Apps Sync user from the Start menu here, which will load up the same menu for us. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my email address and my password. Now this password will be provided to you by one of our technicians, or you may already have it documented. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in my password, keep the Remember Me box ticked, and click Continue, which will allow me to sign in. Okay, so it's actually going to ask me whether or not I would like to import data from my existing Outlook profile. And the default option is going to be no, because we will actually have already imported your data from your profile. So unless we advise you, it's best to leave that unticked. And this button here, send crash reports and usage statistics to Google. If you'd like to send anonymous data on program crashes or anything like that for Google to improve their product, you can tick that. It's totally safe to do that. We can then click the Create Profile button, and that's already created our Outlook profile for us. So let's go on ahead and click Start Microsoft Outlook, which will open our Outlook. And what Outlook will now do is it will actually give us an option when we open it to select our Google profile. So we can either select our standard Outlook profile, which is your default profile which you're used to accessing. So all of your old emails, contacts and calendars will all be stored in there if you ever need to refer back to anything. Most of your data, if you've selected for us to migrate your data, should actually be moved over to your new Google profile. So if we select the new Google Apps profile here, we can see it's got my email address and then Google Apps there. I can then click the OK button, and that will allow me to sign in to Google. And what that's going to do is that's going to do an initial synchronization. You can see here that there's a synchronization status window that's popped up. And so we've got calendar entries that are going to start synchronizing, we've got our contacts that are going to start synchronizing, and then we've got all the Google Mail as well. In the background here you can see that it's already brought down some of my folders here, which is fantastic, and that's going to just bit by bit download all of my emails and my contacts and calendars and all my other data. What I'd probably recommend is you tick this button here, which is to stop that little window from popping up each time you open Outlook. And then we can click Close. And you can see that now we have our Outlook. We have the same interface, so contacts and calendars, and the Google Sync tool, which sits down in your toolbar down in the bottom right hand corner near the clock, will actually be synchronizing your data and bringing all of your emails down in Outlook. Now you may have to do things like reset up your signature in Outlook, and you can do that quite easily just by going to your Outlook options. Now this is different in different versions of Outlook, but in this particular version we go into our options and then signatures. And you can reset up your signatures there. If you had one set up previously, I didn't on this particular computer, but you should be able to reselect your signatures so it's used by this new profile. And one other option you may want to review is the Google Apps Sync tool here. So if we right click on our Sync tool, and we can actually go here, set Mailbox size limit. What that will allow us to do is actually choose how much email we would like synchronized from Google down to our computer. So if you just want maybe the last couple of weeks of emails synchronized down to your computer to keep Outlook really zippy, you can leave it on the default setting, which is 1 GB. However, if maybe you're on a laptop and you'd like to have all of your emails with you when you're traveling and wherever you go, you can choose the unlimited option and then click OK, and that will actually download all of your emails down to your local Outlook. And that's about it.